Welcome to Alleykat on the C64. This is a sort of a race game shoot 'em up hybrids from Andrew Braybrook. Not one of his more popular games, but let's take a look. Right, now you can enter into up to 2 events per month, as long as you have the money to enter the event. Now you start off with no money, and most of the early events are free, so that's not too much of a problem, but the later events cost quite a lot of money to enter, and once you're out of money, then it's game over. So you can try, if you've got enough money, you can try jump ahead and try the later events, but then if you blow it, you've blown all your money, then it's game over. So there's a bit of strategy involved in terms of how you want to tackle the game. But we'll start right at the first event here. Now what you can do is you can get information about each event, and they'll tell you how much they are and what the prize is and various things. But the important thing here is the type, which is the bonus type. This event is a slalom bonus type, which means that we get bonus points for flying underneath pieces of scenery, and there's other bonus events like time trial or speed trial. You have to finish those races quite quickly. There's endurance, which means you have to take your time and last as long as you can. There's survival, where you have to destroy as many enemy craft as possible. So it's definitely there's quite a lot of variety in terms of the race types. Let's get started. Right, so you take control of this little craft here. I'm going at minimum speed because you don't actually have to race, because it's not a time trial or speed trial, you don't have to finish a race that quickly. I'm trying to fly underneath these arches to get more bonus points, because it's a slalom race. Right, you see these little E's on the ground that are flashing? That's energy power-ups. Now it's worth picking up, keeping your energy top, because if you collide with scenery or you take a hit from an enemy craft, then you will lose energy. You start flashing once your energy is low, but so it's worth sort of picking them up. You can see there's G symbols that you can pick up as well, like here we are here. That's guineas, which are converted into credits. So that's just basically bonus money. Worth picking them up if you need it. Every bit helps, but it's not a lot of money. Now, okay, so I got awarded the prize there, but you don't really see your competitors, and you're not really racing against them. You just have to finish the race to get the prize money. But you get more points though if you try and complete the bonus type, or try and take that one. So let's have a look at the races I can do. I'll go for this one. This is a survival race, which means I have to destroy as many of these enemy craft as possible. So I'll deploy my wings, which gives me more firepower, but also gives me less maneuverability. Now I'm going quite slowly here, but if it was a time trial or speed trial, then I would go faster. I mean, this is the game can run at this sort of speed, but there's no requirement to fly that fast for this race. There's various types of enemy craft. They've all got their own characteristics and individual sound effects, which it's a bit of an audio cue sometimes. Oh, I ran out of energy. Okay, I'll do one more race. Demolition. This is where we have to destroy as much scenery as possible. So let's go for that. Got low energy here again. It's quite a frustrating game sometimes. Sometimes you don't last very long in a race. It's just because you collide with a bit of scenery right at the start or something. Yeah, these craft up here are not really your opponents in the race. They're just craft to keep it interesting. Yeah, the sound effects are sort of very similar to those in Paradroid and Uridium, so you've probably heard them all before. The graphics are quite a departure from those games though. They're not the usual metallic type, you know, they range from rocky to metallic, but there's quite a bit of variety, and it's got a bit of variety in the colour schemes as well. So the graphics they never get too boring, I think. Now there's a sort of I wouldn't say a cheat, but you can play the game by just flying down one side of the screen and just hammering the fire button. That's great, but you're never going to get a lot of bonus points than that. So you're never going to get a high score. So it's not really. I mean, that's a valid tactic for speed trial races, but if you're playing any of the other race types, then it's not really worth doing that. I think I've destroyed most of the scenery here, so I can probably just speed up now and try and finish the race. That tells me it's the last lap. So that's Alleykat for you. It's probably not as immediately accessible as say Uridium. It doesn't probably have the sort of depth maybe that other Braybrook games have, like Morpheus or Paradroid or something. But I still think it's an interesting game. It's let's just go for a. I think it's a bit misunderstood actually. It's a minor entry in Braybrook's catalogue, but nonetheless it's a Braybrook game, so he doesn't write crap games. Let's face it. So I think it's pretty good actually. I never really owned it back in the day, so I'm quite a new player to it. So yeah, it's still quite fresh for me. Yeah, well, I'm going to rate this. Well, it's difficult because I've not really played it too much, but I have quite enjoyed playing it though. So I think the graphics are pretty good. The sound effects are quite familiar, but they're okay. In terms of score, I'll give it this. I'll give it 7.5 out of 10. I think, because it's quite a good game, but it's not Braybrook's best. But it's certainly a quite a good game, I think, and it's certainly worth playing if you've never really played it before. But it's definitely worth reading the instructions first, just so you can understand really what you're doing. Because it's not really just a simple race game. Right, okay, that's all for this video.